Hello there, Nerbax, and welcome back to another episode of Stellaris. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Last time we set up a forwards base, and we're going to continue with that, basically. We're setting up another one right here. Hopefully we can get this system which actually has some gold in it over on our side. And we're actually having problems with our gold production to some degree, so I've been focusing on that, but we'll soon be back to focusing on tech and mineral. We have a lot of them that we can use, either or. We also found ourselves an anomaly. We have birth of space pirates. There's a bigger military power flying through. What is going on right now? So let's see here. That one should not be dangerous. That's a anomaly. Where are the space pirates? Because the space pirates usually spawn in one of your systems, but I can't see them.
Situation log updated.
We found teeth aliens.
Analyzed.
Let's just go ahead and investigate the teeth aliens. As you can see, we're still finding things which gives us the crystal capacitors and regenerating the hull. You are theta aliens. Are you the... No, you are having warp wind down or warp sickness, and you are leaving, so no danger there. Find the pirate fleet though. No idea where it actually came from, which is a problem.
Hostile fleet detected.
While approaching Inter 2, the James Cook suddenly received a glancing hit by several passing mass driver rounds. The projectiles were billions of years old, and based on its trajectory, they appeared to be stray rounds fired from a neighboring galaxy. After missing their intended target, they continued on a journey for until millennia until today. The rounds we have recovered are of advanced design despite their incredible age. Well, a little bit of engineering tech there, nice to have. Where the hell is their base? Have I not discovered it yet? If they have the base among the crystalline entities, I'm going to be pissed. It must be one of these two. But it should pop up even so this is weird. But yeah, I need my fleet to go and protect my colonies, basically.
Station under attack.
Because that station under attack message is basically these guys attacking my mining venture. Which is not good, because I don't want to rebuild the thing because it's damn expensive.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So we're going to fight. We're going to research another anomaly. And we're actually going to come out of it without losing a single ship, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I can't see where they came from, which is still a problem. We have the gas grazers, which is basically the big cows. No, it was not enough, sadly. We got this in our range though, which is good. So what we're going to do now is actually go ahead and build a wormhole station. As I said, we need these to jump. So what we're going to do is just build one here, which will extend our range a little bit, extend it to this at least. We almost got Shutrain 2. Space amoebas.
Updated.
Okay, we'll investigate space amoebas. Sorry for going so quickly through it. It's basically just the same for all the aliens you encounter. So I got a little bit bored of it, sadly. Oh, we got actually the one that I wanted inside. It's just me being silly. So let us build a mining station on that and that for the first here. And I completely forgot about the fact that we found these guys, didn't we? So what we're going to do after we build those is build a observation post to, well, observe them. It'd be weird if we were doing anything else. But that's fine. And the other anomaly was an ancient life pod. An abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit to Inter 1. It is covered in scorch marks, presumably from the pod mothership exploded, and preliminary scans suggest this was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of James Cook managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in a resplendent uniform. Clutching one of his claws was a small picture of another individual from the same race, possibly a mate or revered leader. We're finding a lot of things out. But I need to actually conquer one of these guys because I'm getting boxed in right now. Or I could just build a gate here and jump over to the southern one, but that's not an ideal solution. Well, I'm going to have to fight one of them sooner or later. It's just how things are. Space amoebas forever. The space amoebas, the name is stuck as the pronunciation of the proper set of taxonomic denominators too unwieldy for the average backs, are solitary animals when left to their own devices. All but the younger specimens are accompanied by quasi-independent flagella, organisms born by the amoeba and programmed through liquid, RNA-laced secretions to do the bidding of the host. These flagella are capable of manipulating and even attacking objects in impressive yet restricted range around the host, periodically returning to lodge inside the host amoeba's body for reprogramming. There are potential military applications for the graceful patterns of circulation apparent in flagella's movement. Fascinating indeed. Well, at the very least we get evasion modifier, and I think that one goes, yeah, flagellating movement. It goes straight in under our other modifiers. But yeah, we still can't take on those crystalline elites, so we won't even bother right now. They do have some good systems, these guys, though, and it makes me sad to see that they do so. But as you can see, we built another wormhole station here, and as you can see, they are marked on the map with basically that. And with this now, we can travel a lot longer. In theory here, I can potentially drag myself around this dude, but I don't think that will do more good than bad, so we're not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to keep on building what we have been building, and I think I might actually go ahead and build another constructor, because the one that I have right now is kind of running into slight problems. There's no need to upgrade these guys just yet. I can upgrade them later once we have something better to upgrade them with. So let's go ahead and build a construction ship, another one. We also got our deflectors, which means that we can now actually start building some pretty decent shields, which is very nice to have. All of these are actually not that good. This one is actually pretty decent, another research alternative, so I think we'll go for that one, but again, it takes forever to actually get done. It'll go a little bit quicker once we actually hook everything we have up here, which will happen in the near future, I might add. So, for the time being, there we go, you're done with that one. I'll send you to survey that. We'll send you to survey that. And basically, as I said, we'll try and hook everything up here, which is kind of the reason why I'm building another science ship. Once we start hooking a lot more minerals up, which will be my main focus right now, to just hook a huge amount of minerals up, we will be able to keep both of these guys going all together, and we'll have everything in our system hooked up to a mining station, which will definitely be helpful to keep everything growing. And I'll just see it. If I find anything interesting here, I might just take advantage of it and try and do something. They've built a second planet though, these guys, so it's kind of an awkward scenario with them too. Because if I take them on, they'll become a demographic of my empire, which means that they can revolt and shit, which is not fun. Naval capacity plus 10%, terraforming stations, influence or uplift. I'm tempted to go for uplift here. We can do some mad sciencey stuff, which is right down our alley right now, and see how that goes. We will gather these specimens. We know we don't have resources to spare. Alien specimen procurement. Director of the Museum of Exobiology on Bax Prime has issued a request for the procurement of several live alien specimens. These creatures are spotted on surveyed habitable worlds, but they are difficult to capture. Require the full resources of a science ship for a lengthy period of time. We will gather them. Mostly because I think it might be fun. We still haven't actually analyzed the chilly world. We should get that done. Elusive tar black. Might it? Oh, so it's just weird stuff. Yeah, we'll get that done sooner or later. For now, though, as I said, we'll be focusing on just upgrading what we have. That is my priority right now. So let's see here. I'm pretty sure this one is about to go and start working on excuse me, about to start and go working on what's it called? The
system survey complete.
The watcher post, look post, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I chose a weird galaxy or galaxy type. This is going to be awkward and difficult and annoying. Crystalline entity.
System survey complete.
Yeah, we do not want to visit that system at all. We're just going to go, nope, not interested. Thank you very much, but no thanks. So, as you can see, we're building a lot right now. Construction ships are doing their job. We got the observation post done here, and as you can see, there's some things we can do here. We can do covert operation if we have the unrestricted native studies. They're basically genetically modified to pair as members of the native population and sent to infiltrate their society. They will gradually replace world leaders and be prepared the plan for annexation by us. This complex operation is only worthwhile on industrial civilization. So we can actually do the silence thing, if you've seen Technocracy, and just quietly take over the world and rule it. Passive observation, natives are studied unknowingly from a safe distance, and every effort is made to avoid cultural contamination. As you can see, we get actually some science from doing this, but there's an aggressive observation too. Natives are aggressively studied, and live specimens are frequently collected, kidnapped, to learn as much as possible about the biology and culture. So let's do that one. We could also just go with technological enlightenment, which will actually cost us science and cash. It's basically a way to rapidly elevate them to the space age, which we will not be doing, because once these guys actually reach that age, they take over a part of my land, and I'll have to mercilessly murder them while laughing like an insane person, maniacally, as it's said to be. But yeah, I don't really have a use for the ships anymore, so we're going to send you back home, and I'm just going to construct the entire area right now. I don't think anything interesting will happen while I do so, so I'll probably just go ahead and go on pause like I've used to before. But we'll have to see here. I'm a little bit unsure. So as for now, I'll just keep on doing what I have been doing. Build research station. As you can see, it has to go back and forth. Why did I build a research station before? That sounds like a horrible idea. Should focus on the mining stations to make sure I have enough materials to actually build the damn thing. I should go just get Araya completely built up. That will give me most of the things that I need. Yeah, this is a weird one.
Complete.
System has been completely surveyed, and there's some space scouts there. Well, these ones aren't actually worth much at all, so I'm not too bothered about these guys picking them up. I'll probably go east, go through these guys sooner or later, which is going to be awkward to say the least. So what we're going to do is look at the ship designer. Now, the Corvette is your basic ship. It's basically the lowest version of a ship. Now we can do something easier. We can clear the design and we can auto-complete the ship. And what this means is that the AI will set up a pretty decently good ship, and then we can just go ahead and save that design, and it'll overwrite the auto design that you get from the beginning, which is definitely what you want to do. Now, I'm not actually on the point where I will get destroyers yet, but I also need to upgrade my spaceport to level 3 to actually make them. So it's going to take a while either way. Now that I've actually upgraded the design, I can go ahead here and order them to be upgraded. But as you can see, that is going to be very costly, 372.37 minerals. So that's kind of also the reason why I need to get more minerals under my control. Because if I do not, then I'm basically just going to be hanging after because I'm short on minerals. So I'm going to just focus on building the mineral deposits up right now. Probably do a little bit more electronics build. Oh, sorry, it's not electronics, gold, coins, call it whatever, on Bax Prime. And hopefully I'll get everything running smoothly very soon. And there I'm back. Not really much happened while I was gone. I've been upgrading a lot of things. As you can see, my income is now a bit better. We also completed the uplift research, so that's good. Now, what we could do then is basically what we're going to do next. Resettlement is one thing we could do, but I don't know how that would work. So let's just go ahead here and I think just just do it easy one. Get Biolab done. Just have it as a placeholder. I do need to check because I didn't actually consider this, the policies that I would be able to do. War economy is basically how well your army will do. Sorry, your economy will do in war. Slavery we can do allowed or not allowed. Purge is basically something we can only do if we are either xenophobe or not. So I might actually end up going xenophobe. That's the funny thing here, because I kind of want my empire to be my empire. I'll genetically modify my dudes once I get the tech to do so, but I'll try and keep all this out of it. I know it's kind of terrible and bad, but I kind of want to be that mad scientist. So what we're actually doing here is I set the science ships to work on the other projects while this was going on. I do try and not actually pick up the just one piece of science. I usually don't like doing that, but sorry, I do make an exception for science. I pick up that one piece of science, but I will not make something for just picking up one piece of mineral. It's just not worth it trading one energy for one mineral. In the late game, the trade simply will not be worth it. And, well, that's fine and all, but as you can see, the changes is going along well. I'm getting most of the things done. So we'll just wait for these science ships to finish so you can see what the events are going. One is doing the pick up thing event chain. The other one is working on the oh, it's done. My bad. The other one is working on something else. But yeah, I'm just going to keep on building and we'll see how things turn out. So let's just see. One is looking for the thing for the suit, the other one is doing the chilly planet. So, mass extinction frozen. A natural shift in the atmosphere's chemical makeup resulted in the slow but irreversible onset of an ice age. I hate when the game doesn't pause properly. The exact cause remains unknown, but probable explanations include failed thermoforming attempts or even intraplanetary terrorism. Some of the more radical elements within the scientific community on Bax Prime suggest that the dramatic climate shift may have been brought on by the unchecked emission of gases industrial byproduct into the atmosphere. The view is confined to the scientific fringe, as it is unlikely that any race intelligent enough to achieve full industrialization will be stupid enough to accidentally wipe themselves out. Yeah, oh, okay, good luck with that, bruh. I'm pretty sure we would be capable of doing that. Don't worry about it. We'll finish. We'll make something work out. So the other one is going after Wiley Adloran, which is apparently a creature.
Complete.
The crew of the Shenghe has managed to collect a small group of Adlorans from the icy surface of Shenghe. Okay, so ship and the planet has the same name. These white furry omnivores wrap themselves into tight balls and roll across the snowfields at astonishing speeds. One animal was clocked at over 80 km per hour. This aided in the detection, since the passengers and rolling forms kicked up huge plumes of swirling snow. So it's basically an overgrown... I know what it's called in my language, but I have no idea what it's called in English. I feel so sad. But I guess most people can imagine what I'm imagining, and that would be a hilarious sight to watch. Now, I need to pay attention to my construction ships that are actually doing things. There we go. And basically I'll go back to finishing up the construction of all my systems, and then I'll come back to you guys. So, a lot of my research just finished. I just queued up another one, but here's the important one. We now have destroyer tech, which means that I can design a destroyer and create one, which is basically what we need to take on other people, which is what we will be doing very soon. I'm pretty sure I will be taking these guys on. I have no idea how it will work out in reality though, trying to keep them. They might actually rebel, we might end up in trouble, but who knows, it's going to be awkward no matter what we do. I'm tempted to just keep on building on spaceport to get new tanks, so we're going to do that. We're just going to keep on focusing on getting the spaceport up and running. Now for... as you can see, we have the capacitors, which is basically the different attacks of the, well, crystals that we faced. But I think what we're going to be going for here is... I'm tempted to go just straight up advanced combat rolls to just get the computer up to speed. But I think we're going to go for Disruptor. It's basically a very good weapon against shields. So if we go up against anything with a shield, that's sure to melt right through it. So we're going to go with that for this one. And with that said, I'll go right back to what I was doing. But first, let's go and have a look at Destroyer. Now, destroyers work in different ways. You can actually pick and choose how you want to put one together. Let's see, you can go 1 medium, 2 smalls. The back end, you can go 1 medium or 2 small. So let's just do that. We end up with 1 medium, 4 smalls. We just auto-complete the ship to make it easy, because let's face it, we don't have anything better than blue lasers. We don't have anything better than basic deflectors, fusion reactors. We have some decent sensors, some decent thrusters. But other than that, we don't really have anything good to put on this thing. So let's just save this design, because that's currently the best one that we have. But here's the kicker. In order to actually make this thing, to turn it into a proper ship, I don't need this thing, sorry. I need my spaceport. I need to upgrade my spaceport to level 3 in order to actually be able to create a destroyer. And as you can see, it's really, really expensive. So we'll be doing that also while upgrading things. I'll be back in a tiny bit. Another one of our researchers has done, the monthly influence one this time, which also gives us some better buildings. Now, the next one is a little bit awkward. I could go for another monthly influence one, which is actually good. But we also have gene tailoring here, which basically means that I can take a trait point and insert it into my genome, which basically means I can upgrade my people. So what I'm going to do here is do this, take that trait point, and basically turn my dudes into jerks. We are going to become xenophobes, and with that I can slaughter races with no fear whatsoever, which is actually pretty good, because that means I don't have to accommodate different people. I can just focus on one thing and one thing only. As you can see, these guys live on arid worlds, which doesn't actually fit me at all. So it's going to be awkward. I'm going to fight these guys first, that's for certain. These guys have 3 planets, don't really want to mess with them right away. And I have something attacking me. No, I don't have actually something attacking me. I have the space amoeba. Now the thing is, the amoebas won't actually attack you unless you attack them. It's kind of interesting. They're kind of like the cow, but if they see you, they'll get pissed. If you're not in the system, they don't really care. So that's positive. We are going to research that project, and we're also going to research that project, because apparently we have 2 more animals inside our reach. So I'm just going to finish upgrading my inner circle here, and then I'll be back. There we go. We've acquired another one of the creatures. The Snerians are large burrowing creatures that live beneath the dunes of the vast equatorial deserts of Shanghai. When these predators sense movements in the sand above, they immediately raise dozens of tall spikes from their backs in the hope of impaling something edible. Finding a suitable specimen proved difficult at first, until hundreds of tracked remote-controlled drones were dispatched across the desert in random directions. This led to discovery and procurement of an unusually large specimen that grew more than 100 spikes on its back. So basically an overgrown porcupine, I think. It's an interesting amount of things we're finding. Let's just put it that way. Now, as you can see, I'm almost done with the, I guess you call it industrialization of my country. We also have the upgrade to the starport going on. It's currently being upgraded to level 3. And as you can see, as you upgrade here, you can actually build some new things now on. I could potentially put on the Corvette assembly yards on this thing, which will make it more effective at building Corvettes, and it'll be cheaper to build Corvettes. But we're not going to be using that right now. What I'm going to be using is basically patience for once. I'm going to wait until I have enough money to upgrade this one, and then we're going to start making probably... sorry. I'm probably going to make some destroyers, and then we're going to try and attack the dude. But basically now, we have secured a Galanta herd, the 3rd of the 7. Galantas are large flat herbivores that have evolved internal gas pockets, enabling them to hover a few centimeters above the ground. They move around in herds consisting of a few dozen animals, grazing on the mass and lichen that can be found in the windswept plains of James Cook. They are ruthlessly hunted by the apex predators, and our biologists on James Cook estimate that only a few hundred Galanta herds remain. One of these, consisting of 9 animals, have been successfully collected and will be brought back to Bax Prime. That's decent, I guess. Build that research station, if you will. And with this, we basically have everything built. I need to build one here, but I'm going to ignore Lisak because I don't need that. I'm so pissed they're shooter racing it within my borders, but it's close enough. I can make it work. It should be possible to get it in very soon. But we basically set up the industrial stepping stone here now. War is most likely next, and we're most likely going to go east. But before that, I hope that I get the... I need to actually get this thing done, the gene tailoring, so that I can become, or my race rather, can get the trait to make them homicidal maniacs who would slaughter people in the name of science. Because, let's face it, my empire, if I am to grow big and strong, I can't actually... The funny thing is, this is the exact same thing as a simulation to some degree in EU4. If... the sad thing though is that it's very hard to bring up the happiness to a acceptable level, but it's very easy to slaughter the enemy instead. They can't really do anything against it, so I just slaughter everyone. I rebuild what I want with what I have. They actually have 3 places now, so that's going to make them a little bit harder to take down, but that's okay. Anyways, I'll deal with this, and then we will solve that next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, and if you feel like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.